So why is it that some of the top creators like Layla Hermosi, Alex Hermosi, and Gary Vee seem like they can get unlimited views, unlimited likes, and massive amount of leads with their social media? Well, first of all, they spend hundreds of thousands of dollars, sometimes every month, just on content creation. So how in the world can small business owners like us compete? Well, today I want to talk to you how you can legally steal their strategies, how a small business owner has a chance to compete with the big shots. So stay tuned. I'm Jeffrey Boyle. I'm the CEO of Bemodo, and I'm going to go through with the AI Power 20. And in less than 20 minutes, I'm going to show you how you can get the same results. Well, not quite the same results as a person spending hundreds of thousands of dollars, but how you can start to stop shouting into the void and start to get results. It is proven, I can say with 100% certainty that this works. So listen close, and in less than 20 minutes, I'm going to give you some of the steps that you need to take this week and each week afterwards to be able to really start to close that gap between you and the big guys that are out there. This is a strategy that I call legally stealing the top creators' social media strategies. I get it. Super creative, right? Well, that's the question. How can you stop shouting into the void? And if you knew how to do it, are you willing to actually start to do something to be able to start to get these endless leads? Well, if you want to legally steal their systems, we've analyzed, I've used Bemodo, and I've downloaded their videos that they've done for free. I've downloaded the courses that they give for free online that are on YouTube. And I've had our systems analyze every single step that they do. Well, guys like Alex and Layla Hermosi are spending over $70,000 a piece just to be able to do content creation. That's not even advertising. That's well documented that they do that. Gary Vee probably even spends more because he has so many different channels that he's handling. So how in the world can we compete? So I'm going to show you how it is that you can use Bemodo today to be able to give yourself a shot. And I'm going to start today with X and also LinkedIn. Both of these work very well for this. We've built up a large following on Meta, which is Facebook and Instagram, and on different videos, I'm going to go through how it is that you can start to do that. But I'd completely ignored X and LinkedIn. And over the Christmas holiday, when people don't really respond to your ads for services, we thought, let's give this a try. So these are the steps that we encourage you to take, and then I'm going to show you specifically how to make those happen. So if you want to, just send me a DM. I'll give you this document. But step one is we set up your Bemodo content creation empire. You do that by training your avatar. I've got lots of videos out there that step you through ABC 1, 2, 3 on how to do what we call the 7-day AI power launch. Just in case you need to see it, right here, this is go.bemodo.ai. But if I go to bemodo.com, right here, I've got the processes that you need to follow to be able to train your avatar. So why is training your avatar so important? Well, what you're trying to do is give your digital alter ego of you the understanding of the wants, the desires, the needs, the problems, and the concerns of your target market. You can't write to your target market if your AI avatar doesn't understand your target market. If not, it's just going to come off as bottish. It's not going to sound like the way that you want it to sound. We even then match you with a celebrity, and we can scrape that celebrity's Twitter or LinkedIn page to be able to get their content, to be able to train your avatar even further. So we can go through this as I've gone through a lot of different times, but it really works. And it's crazy how accurate it can predict the needs of your target market. So it'll start to write to your target market. From there, I'm going to show you in this video how it is that you can start to get your platforms ready to be what I call a reply guy. This engagement strategy means that you're going to go out and you're going to dedicate 80% of your replies. So you're going to need to do, it depends on the platform, and I go through that next, you're going to need to do a lot of replies. So many times you think, oh, I'm going to go out and I'm going to create content. Well, it doesn't work just to create content. And I'm going to show you on my X account, the biggest difference you can make in the world is becoming a reply guy. You dedicate 80% of your replies to high quality interaction with peers. So people about your size or maybe just a little bit bigger. And then you do about 20% to the top creators. And though they almost never respond to you, there's a whole ecosystem of comments down below that. And I'm going to start to show you how it is in future trainings, how simple. I'll actually give you a preview today. What the heck? But the fact is that you have to set up your platforms, you have to train it, and sometimes you don't even know what you're selling. So today, for you to be able to really develop your brand that resonates, I'm going to show you how it is that you analyze yourself to be able to do that. From there, you're going to utilize our template library of tweets, of responses for LinkedIn, and also create articles on LinkedIn. And I can tell you, in the short time that we've been doing this, and even though we spend thousands of dollars on advertising, this user-generated content, just like Alex Hormozi said would happen, we are now getting just as many quality leads from our user-generated content strategy. And it starts first by knowing your passion, and then you can create a product around it. And I'll show you exactly how to do that today. We then are going to start to post regularly. Okay, and we're going to post a lot. So I'm going to show you the schedule and how it is that you can possibly do that. But we're going to optimize the engagement and be really aggressive how it is that we're doing this by building meaningful connections. That means not just putting. There's a lot of bots out there that just go out there and spam people. And I can tell you now, you can go on to X and you can go on to LinkedIn, and people are calling those people out. Let me just tell you something. People follow people, they don't follow bots. So I'm going to show you how you can simplify this and how you can monitor and adjust your system. But I'm going to show you with LinkedIn how you can easily do 50 replies per day by going out and adding value. And this right here made a giant difference in how we started growing our LinkedIn after just kind of knocking our head against the wall for a period, and how you can do 2 to 4 original posts, sometimes long, a lot of times short, to be able to then create 15 to 20 pieces using Bemodo every single week. On X, you can even do more. We do 30 to 100 applies. I recommend that you do the bigger amount. And this is going to take an hour to 2 hours per day, but you're going to see it's going to be massive when you combine this with actually reaching out to people. Okay, so remember, Alex Hormozi and Layla Hormozi each spend about $70,000 per month on content creation. He spends 5 to 6 days per week, per month, and then his team will output this massive amounts of content. For you, maybe you don't have the $70,000. I know I don't put $70,000 towards my content creation, but by spending a couple hours per day, you will be able to get the equivalent. He equates this to millions of dollars in the equivalence of ad spend. So if you start to do what I'm going to show you, you're going to see that you're going to have tens of thousands of dollars worth of ad spend for free. Now, yes, your time is worth something, but you have to ask yourself, is it worth watching less Netflix at night? Is it worth doing some of these things to be able to start to really drive massive and immediate action to your platform? And for us, I spent all this time, and I'm going to show you these templates that we've created that will enable you to use and output the biggest and best proof of texts and posts on LinkedIn and Twitter, and they just simply work. I have also created for you, and this we call it the niche domination with X, and it's a step-by-step process of how to do this, and the LinkedIn one is coming straight afterwards. And with this, I go through and I explain all of the different templates that you can use like a pro. I'll make this a little bit bigger. What you can do to be able to catch attention on these different platforms. And after that, each one of these has a template within Bemodo that you can easily output these type of tweets and these type of responses very, very quickly. It works, my friends. And if you don't have the $70,000, if you don't have the thousands and thousands of dollars that I spend on advertising, give yourself a break, stop watching so much TV at night, and just relax by interacting with other people and using this system that I'm going to show to you week by week. First thing that I recommend, this is right here inside of Bemodo, and all I did, and I pre-did this to be able to help you see how it works, but every time you want to create a new conversation, you just simply hit the plus sign right up here. It's going to open it up and you name it. I pre-named two different ones. One is called Discover Your Passion and Your Talents. So if you're going to develop a brand strategy that resonates, you better make sure that you like what you're doing, especially if you're going to be spending 1 to 2 hours every single day building this brand. You better be doing something that you love. So there's a couple different prompts that I've created to be able to do this. So inside of this, what I've did is I'm going to open up this other window right here, and I'm going to show you the templates that we're going to be using. So there's a lot of great templates. One of this that we're going to use is, let's go into the type, and I'm just going to go into niche domination right here. And I'm going to, the first one I did was called Uncover Your Personality Traits for Success. And then I followed that up with crafting your unique value proposition. These are so, I'm so sorry. That was Uncover Your Personality Traits for Success, and then discover high ticket to sell. This is big because if you stack them on top of each other, you'll see that it works really well to be able to get the content that you want. So the first one that I did was I used that first one. Let me scroll up to the top, and you're going to see how it works. So all you've got to do is you just select one of those. So let's do what I was going to do normally, and I'd hit right here the little arrow to uncover your personality traits for success. Then you just click the chat that you've already created. And for this one, I did it within the discover your personality traits. And what it'll do, you just have to hit generate, and it starts to ask you questions. So the first question that it asks me is, how do I prefer to spend my time? I just give it some answers. I talk about how I've helped people do over $1 billion of sales, how I've helped launch hundreds of businesses, asks me how I make decisions. So every question it asks is going to be different based upon how it is that you answer. So mine's going to be different than yours, but it takes me just through this back and forth process. And by the time I get to the bottom of it, after just a couple of minutes, it gives me, and the number of questions that it asks is going to be different for each person, but it says my personality insights report. I've got entrepreneurial spirit. I'm pragmatic as a decision maker. I'm proactive collaborator. I'm driven by purpose, and I try to be a clear communicator. My wife and sometimes my colleagues and employees will say that's different, but I know my weaknesses, and because I know my weaknesses, I'll often put people who are better communicators than me to be able to do that. So it just walks me through this, and it gives me some actionable steps. It tells me that I can help people be content creators. It can tell me that I can help network and relationship build, and I have a lot of empowerment strategies. So it's telling me some of the things that I can do. And it's telling me the target markets that I can go after are small business owners, startups, and also consulting services, which I would say is even coaches. I liked that. So after I did that, the next one that I chose to do, go back into the templates, is I said, all right, fine, help me come up with some high tickets to sell. So this is big if you're going to follow this strategy to steal the big guys. If you're going to spend all this time, you better have something to sell, right? And whenever I meet with a new person, this is the roadmap that I go through with them as I help them train their avatar. I help them output massive amounts of content. I help them interact with other creators. And now I'm going to have to show, next video I'm going to show you how to do optimize your bio. But you have to know what you're going to sell with some lead magnets. I don't believe in just putting out some PDF crap. I believe that you've got to do something that's going to be interesting to people. And then we help you use your landing pages to be able to create that. Bemodo is essential in each one of these steps. And so now that I know that I'm going to be good with small businesses and startups and consulting services, it asks me a little bit more questions. What's my name? I said Jeff. And then it says, tell me about your experience. Well, I've already gone through that before, so I just said, see my previous response that is inside this chat. And it says, oh yeah, you're right. And it says, you're good at launching and scaling businesses, ability to simplify complex systems. So what assets do you have? And I said, that was already provided also. And so it says, oh yes, you've got the Bemodo AI Content Wizard and Marketing Wizard. And so now it's going to ask me what experiences I've had. And I've been launching businesses for 20 years. So it takes that and it says, what other information? It always gives me some feedback. And then it says, I also have a lot of copyright and sales experience. And then it asks me what my passion and dreams are. And it's going to be different for you depending on how you respond. And it gives me a whole list of possible things that I can sell, a business acceleration program, customized marketing strategy workshops, event hosting, one on one consulting. And guess what? Many of these prices are very similar to what we already charge. We've got done for you systems, done with you systems. And when I meet with people one on one, this is very much within the line of what we have based upon what they need. And our other done with you systems can even be less. It's talking to me about the target market that I can go after, the customization and packaging that I can do, the promotion and sales strategy. So this is really great. And at the end of it, it says, oh, by the way, there's a course creator program within Bemodo that can help you turn that into a course. So I know that this is a lot of information to go through. That's why I encourage you to be on our weekly calls. Every Wednesday at 2 o'clock Mountain, 4 o'clock Eastern, I go through each of these different steps to be able to show you how to take your business to the next level. While I'm here, let me pull up my, let's put this over here. And I'm going to show you just how this works. I know that I'm just getting started within X, but it flat out works, my friends. You know, we were putting out an article per day. We were doing some tweets, but we were doing almost none of the interaction that I've been teaching. And I told you I'm going to show you some of those prompts, but nothing was going on for a year. And then all of a sudden, boom, we went from a couple hundred impressions per month to almost 200,000 like that. But more impressively, I have now almost 2,000 profiles per visit, and I'm just getting started. And a lot of the time that I've spent is creating these templates for you. If you go into the type right in here and you type in viral tweet, right inside of here, and also that X document that I gave you, it has all of the most effective tweets, and it gives you the ability to output 6 or 7 of them, mimic a specific celebrity if you like, and also to be able to start to reply to people. And it gives you ideas, but then you can take them and make them your own very quickly. It enables you to get in front of thousands of people per month. Look, not all of us have $70,000 per month to spend, and not all of us have 5 to 6 hours per day executing these strategies. But by using Bemodo and these templates and training your avatar, but more importantly, knowing what you can sell, and you have value, my friend, you can go out and you can take these to the next level. Join the call, ask me for these documents. I am happy to share them with you. And I am super excited to be able to show you how to not just dominate your niche and get all the way to where you're making the money, and also not just to be able to steal these strategies from the top guys. It's not really stealing. They tell you exactly what to do. I just used Bemodo to take a 1-hour presentation and boil it down to the steps. And this is what his team does. Step by step by step. But now you've got an AI avatar that's going to help you each step of the way. Be sure you follow me right here on YouTube or whatever channel this is at. YouTube, it's at jeffreyboyle.com. Give me that follow so you can see more of these tips. Be sure that you're following me on X, and you're going to see me go from basically nothing to tens of thousands of followers as we implement this strategy. And you can follow me on X at Jeff Boyle. LinkedIn, it's at Jeffrey Boyle. It's either Jeff or Jeffrey Boyle on almost all the platforms. And you're going to see how we implement these and we truly interact with people, and to be able to provide value statements. And as we interact with these hundreds of people and grow these platforms, we're going to give value to the people that we interact with. Hopefully this has helped you out. This is a fire hose of information, but join my calls. Ask me for these links, and I'm happy to provide them for you. And just like I show you in this document, it's really important that you understand that you can always try Bemodo for free for 7 days and schedule the time with me. And I'll show you how to go step by step to build yourself as a dominant figure on X, LinkedIn, or whatever platform it is that you're trying to build. Can't wait to see you on the next video. Can't wait to see you at our next call. But be sure you give me a like and that you follow this so you can start to get more free tips. They're going to help you build your business to big status. That's what we're going for. Spend less money, do more with less. Talk to you soon.